Hello, big people, small people, boys and girls all over the world. My name is TB Weeze, and welcome back to Soul Reaver 2 Remastered. We are very close to the ending of the game, so we are going to continue onwards until we are out. Until the game is completed. Alright, you guys want to fight, do ya?
Return to hell. Free your soul, demon.
Alright.
Return to hell.
I don't know about you guys, but the sound is a little bit lower. Okay. Perfect. Maybe it's the music. It's actually a bit louder. Out of my way. Ooh.
After my long journey, I finally stood on the threshold of enlightenment. For here was Janos Audrin's mountain retreat, intact and unblemished. The upheaval that would one day topple this ancient edifice had not yet occurred. And while I had no certainty that Janos still lived, this scene boded well. For I presumed that the collapse of the retreat must have followed the ancient vampire's demise. There was only one obstacle. How to reach the balcony suspended at that maddening height, so far beyond my reach. For this was the architecture of winged creatures. The tattered ruins of my wings were of no use. I would need to devise some other means into that mountain.
It's okay, Raziel. We're smart. You and I, we're smart. We're smart peeps. We can figure things out, you and I. Once again, I love getting back into this. This feels so refreshing and nostalgic, even though, like, obviously graphics are enhanced and everything. I just love that I get to experience the game once again. Still refilling the nostalgia from before, but as a slightly different experience. I don't know, like the PS2 era was like one of my favorite eras of gaming. Probably my most favorite era of gaming. Late PS1 to PS2 era, probably the best era, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna need to get my Wind Reaver back, my Air Reaver. Down. Hey guys, how's it going?
Return to hell.
Listen, I just need you guys to leave me alone. Oh, I would like to dodge. Yeah, whatever. You guys suck. I don't need to worry about you as much. I just need to get that Dark Reaver. Pardon me. I'm out of here. Now let's get back. Come on. Gotcha. Alright. Now I just need to fill this big bowl up with blood. Yeah. I don't know. Just speaking of nostalgia, I've been, getting on TikTok a lot and just seeing a lot of like nostalgia videos, a lot of slideshows and stuff with pictures and stuff that will show a lot of older things from when I was a kid and stuff, and I just think back and I'm like, oh man, I completely forgot about X, Y, and Z, and you know.
The mountain's interior was hollow, I discovered, and graced with soaring architecture unique to its creators. As with the outer facade, these balconies and galleries could only be reached by those gifted with flight. With only my ruined wings to carry me, this towering labyrinth seemed impassable, while the object of my quest lay just beyond my grasp. For here, suspended at the apex of the chamber, was the threshold that surely led to the great vampire himself. I didn't know whether Janos Audrin was the monster depicted in the stronghold, or one of the noble creatures memorialized among the ruins of the ancient vampires. And I didn't care. Demon or angel, he alone held the key to my destiny.
Alright, it is puzzle time. Give me that light, Reaver. Hey, bud. Alright. Open sesame. Alright, time to transfer some blood. Give it here. I just need to bring it over there. Alrighty then. Alright, give me that Wind Reaver. Get on out of here. Whoa. I don't want to fall. Whoa, whoa. Open up. Maybe I'll go ahead and activate this thing. Yeah, there's another wall that I need to break down up there. Okay, so first of all, there are some lights that need to... I need to shine through the lights. Alright. And boom. Okay. I don't think I need to see all this, honestly. It is such a lifesaver. Alright, come here, you. Think just because you had a big old eye standing guard meant you were safe? Alright. Open your doors to me. Doors that need to be opened. Give me this. Alright. You're so easy to take care of. Alright, go ahead and grab one of these. Alright. Almost finished with this. Go ahead and turn this on. And that should basically be it. Alright. Take care of this one. Nice. One try. Alright, Janos. I am on my way.
Janos Audrin?
It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt. Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then, what Cain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos! No! My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius's staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Alright. Don't worry, Janos. I'm going to do something. After I save my game. Alright. Time to get down to business. Alright. Fire. What's the worst that could go wrong? Ah. Blood, of course. Faster. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Need to get to the light. Yeah. Whoa. Get up there. All right. Need. Turn this bad boy on. Okay. I just need to get over to the other one. Across the way. Hey, we've done it. Okay. Now, one more thing to do. Careful. 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 Careful, 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 careful. Careful. Alright. We're there. Mission accomplished. Impressive light show. Where did the ancient vampires get the budget for this? Give me fire.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Alright, let's get out of here. It's okay, Janos, I'm here.
Hold him! Look at his black heart. How it still beats.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I
failed you.
No, Razia. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Razia. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
Oop. Wait. I want to see this. This is a cool shot, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a cool shot. Hang on. Yeah, that's a cool shot. Alright. Let's get down to business.
We've been expecting you, little Razia.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future. For here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
Alright, dudes, let's go. Who else is gonna get in my way? Hi.
Do you really think you can say Nosgoth? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
You guys worried so much about stopping me. Hi. Come on then, I'll fight you bare hands. Yeah, now what? Give me your soul.
There he is, the savior of Nosgoth.
Alright, buddy. Don't call me. What do you want? Get out of here. I'm not worried about either one of you guys. Get out of here. I'm not trying to worry about you. Ooh. Goodbye. Well, let me save my game first. Be right with you. Alright, where are you? What do you want? You're doing great, guy. You're a Seraphan soldier. Oh. Oof. Hey. Hey, bud. Ow. Okay. Alright, got you. Alright. Hey, bud.
Free your soul, demon!
I got him. See you, bud. Not worried about you. I'm moving on. I don't know why I'm on you. Oh, got you. See ya. You did whatever. Hey, big boy. How's it going?
Come closer, Raziel.
I would rather not, but if you insist. Alright, well, he's gone.
You shall not pass.
Oh, come on, dude. Please, can you let me pass? See ya. Hey. Hi. Burn. Alright. I want to fight all of you. Alright. Later, losers.
failed me, Raziel.
I wonder, Old One. Did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Cain, indestructible for some reason, a durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate. This one thing I readily admit. I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.
Got anything else to say? Huh? Anything else to say? Stupid? You big
Traitor.
dumb? Yeah, that's it, huh? A traitor. Ooh, I haven't heard that one before.
He thinks he can change his destiny. What a fool.
Yeah. You guys are laughing now, but wait until I show you the full power of my torch swinging skills. Oh dear. Uh-oh. There's a problem. A bit of a problem. I just want to be able to catch you on fire. I think I deserve that. Give me that soul. Alright. I have a chance to use another one. Alright. Luckily, you're really bad at hitting me. Uh-oh. Whoa. Get him. Haha. I can get you again. You just wait right there. I'm gonna get you with one more torch. Come here, you. You can't hit me with fireballs, you suck. Ah, you got me. Oop, nope. Oh, come on. No, let's not. You little... With his little quick jabs. His stupid little jabs. You're gonna get it. But guess what? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you with the torch. Oh, you think I'm the fool? Well, fool's on you. I'm gonna get you with the torch. You gotta be about done now. Ugh, okay. Don't even start. Stop. You are stubborn. You're really stubborn. What is the deal? Fine. within 1 minute. Yeah, okay. I did that. I sure did do that.
There's
Alright.
one.
Anybody else want to taste some torch action? Maybe not you guys. Oh, you are a problem. Okay, see ya.
Return to hell.
Jesus Christ.
Guard me,
I
brothers.
just want to fight without a little bitch on me. That's weird. You're just bleeding forever?
Die, fiend.
Alright.
Die, fiend. Get it.
I'm going in.
Seize him.
Not a problem.
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless dread that I had experienced when Janos first presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
So, Raziel, here we are, finally. You have no choice but to confront me now, and I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Seraphim to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave. He poses a danger to the Circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the Time Streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The Circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose, corrupting everything you encounter?
I admit that I've underestimated you to this point, Mobius. But it's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin. Now that I had taken it up, the Reaver and I were inescapably joined. The harder I tried to release the blade, the more tightly my hand gripped the hilt, as if possessed of its own will. The Reaver exerted some mysterious power over me. It sustained my energy, enabling me to prolong my physical manifestation indefinitely. In fact, bonded to the blade as I was, I could no longer shift into the spirit realm at will. Nor was I able to summon the Reaver's twin, for my Wraithblade had been disabled in the confrontation with Mobius.
Come to take your revenge, demon?
Back to hell with you!
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Cain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Cain's brood. These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
Oh, we're gonna find out. Oops. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, stop it with the repetitive swinging. You're okay. There's one thing I hate. It's when you guys start doing the repetitive stuff. Whoa. Oops.
As Melchiah and Zephon fell before my blade, I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart?
You'll have to get through us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Cain's blasphemous private joke, and I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Cain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
All right, Rahab, you're first. Okay. Come on. Come on, Rahab. All right, Duma, you're next. Come on. The soul sequence is very interesting, but I gotta say, for the so-called final boss fight of the game that this all is, it's not much of a boss fight. I think it's just the fact that you're literally invincible, and you're fighting characters who are basically like stronger versions of the rest of the normal enemies in the game.
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon.
And here at last was my brother Turel, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Cain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Turel had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Turel would not.
All right. Ooh. You going nowhere. Okay. Die.
So, vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, You've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, vampire. This is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
All right, come here. You're gonna get it. I'll be 100% honest here. I think they could have done a better job animating your face. The original had better facial animations, I would say. Like, way better. Like, you could definitely see more emotion on the original. And this one is just kind of looks like, I don't know, like somebody took a Ken doll and made him talk or something, and that's it. So that's my only thing. You need to be animated a little better, I would say. All right, me. You're gonna get it, me. Die.
I renounce you. And so it ends. My history comes full circle.
Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Cain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You.
Are you enjoying this, Cain? Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it. Was this your destiny for me all along? Trust me.
I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Cain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Cain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Behind Cain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.
But Cain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
Complete the game within 6 hours. Nice. Okay. Well, there you have it. Soul Reaver 2 Remastered. I've now played both games remastered. I do plan on doing the lost levels. I don't think those are going to be remastered though, because it's literally the original lost levels of the first game. Yeah, I've had a great time playing this so far. I mean, all the way through both games, and I really would like to see the lost levels and do a video on all that. Probably a very brief video, yeah, it's a great game. Soul Reaver 2 would definitely not as much to offer still as the original game, and I feel like the main focus when it came to the remaster was the main focus was on the first game. I feel like, and I feel like they kind of threw in the second game as like a bonus, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was great to play through both of them, but the second game being remastered still didn't have as much to offer as the first one did when it came to bonus features and stuff like that, you know, like the day and night cycle and the fresher gameplay style and everything. I would say it does feel like it's a little smoother to play on both games, but you know, it's I would also say the animation was a little off on a few characters, especially Seraphan Raziel. He has like no emotion in his face. They did not animate like any emotion for Seraphan Raziel. Like they didn't even have him do so much as blinking. That wasn't great. grammar, sorry. They did not have him blink or anything, and you know, just they didn't have a smile or frown. It was again, I like I said, it was like they just stuck a Ken doll head on a character and then like made it like talk or something, and that was it. It didn't really do a whole lot. So I would say that probably needs to be tweaked a little bit. Still, I'm not gonna be too hard the game. I'm not gonna be too hard on the game. You know, it was great to come back and play this remastered, and for the price, you know, I think this was like $30. I think maybe a little cheaper, but either way, I had a great time coming back. I've been excited for this for a long time, and it definitely lets you have a little bit of hope for the future of Legacy of Kain. You know, I know that they probably just released this as like testing the waters to see if people are really that interested for Legacy of Kain, and then maybe they'll release more in the future. You never know. That would be lovely if they would continue on. I think it's also clear that they had to have been given like a very limited budget for this, so they probably couldn't do a whole lot. But either way, you know, this was very, very enjoyable to come back to this. So I think that's it, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do plan on doing the Lost Devils, and that'll probably be it. So thank you guys again so much for watching. This has been TV Weez. I'm out.